Hey guys, so starting to look like a body shop in here. So my wife's brakes are squeaking or squealing or doing something. I'm trying to check those out. This is the guy who helped me build this whole shop by himself. Me and him built it for the most part together. It took us forever, like a year. This is his daughter's car. So the clear coat on the top here had started coming off and was bubbling up. So as you can see here, we 180'd it down, took all the clear off, got it down to just the paint, and actually some of the primer you can see is kind of poking through. It's got pretty good hail damage on it. It's got dents all over the place. He doesn't want any of that fixed. He just wants literally, well, I'm going to take some putty coat and go over these dents, but like this one here, there's a pretty bad one there, and we're not going to fix that. There's one over there, the same deal. This car's been hit real hard at some point. You can see somebody tried to fix it there. Man, it's been painted, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, he had his wheel come off here not too long ago, and it crushed his fender in. So we got another fender, so we're going to repaint it and repaint the roof. And then there's some started rusting inside here. I don't know why, don't know what the deal was, but it looked like surface rust for the most part. So I sandblasted all that out, cleaned that out, and put some fiberglass over the pits, and then a little bit of Bondo, a little bit of filler putty coat. And like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect, and this is good for me because it's metallic, and we've been talking about me not really wanting to paint metallics because I don't have a lot of experience with it. Well, on this car, it doesn't have to be perfect, so it was perfect for me. So literally, the clear coat here, you can see, was starting to flake back, so I figured I'd just I hit that back with 180. And I'm thinking about cutting the clear coat on this line here and just painting down here, blending this, and then re-clearing the whole top area. Somebody at some point in the past, and if you ever hear something called a burn, I'm going to show you what that looks like. Maybe. Pretty dusty from sanding, but I might be able to show you what a burn looks like. So this is what happens when you do what they call a burn or blend. We called it a burn, but you can see that. You see that line? Well, somebody has clear coated the back ass end of this car at some point, and then from here it's nice and shiny, and then it gets dull, real dull through here. Well, they stopped it right here. Now, why? That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen, because literally they've re-cleared the whole back end of the car. They stop it right here. All they literally needed to do was come right to there. That's it. I mean, really, seriously. Why would you cut it right there? But that's what they did. So on this side, I'm probably gonna take this back, and like I said, I'm probably going to try to cut it on this line. He doesn't want, literally, we weren't even going to fix that, and I was like, man, that looks like shit. You're going to end up having it all shiny here, and then it dulls out there, and then the roof's going to be really shiny because we're re-clearing it. Really, to do this right, because there's really no hard brake lines, like this is really pretty soft. Probably the best way to do it would be to just re-clear the whole side, minus the door and everything. But like I said, he doesn't. He's not. This is like I said, it's been hit. It's his daughter's car. It's got hail damage all over it. Literally just beat up. And it's a good running little car. Gets her back and forth where she needs to go. So that's basically, we're just doing a quickie on it and trying to get it back on the road. But I thought I'd show you guys what's going on. When he asked me to do him a favor, I'm you know, he's helped me out tremendously, tremendously. So absolutely, I'm going to help him. I mean, so anyway, that's it. And you know, I'm gonna prime this, probably prime this evening, hopefully, and get it sitting for a couple of days, and then we'll come back and block it out. And I may seal it, I may not. Depends on, you know, I probably will, because I think I'm only going to go 320 on the primer, so I'll probably seal it and then shoot it with some of this silver. And as most of you probably already know, silver is probably one of the hardest colors to paint and to match and to blend. So this is going to be really tricky for me, but you know, he don't care. So this is a good learning experience for me. So that's what it's going to be. And you know, we'll see how it turns out. All right, guys, we'll talk to you in a bit. See ya. All right, here's what we got. Got that block down in 180. I got to go back over at 320. We took a couple. I putty coated a couple of the little small hail dents, but I can still see I'm gonna have to go back over. He didn't want to fix any of this. There's a pretty good dent there. There's some dents in it. Obviously, the whole car's got hail dents all over it, but I opted to try to just fix a few of the little hail dents up top while we were here. You can see here, this is dented in pretty bad. He didn't want to fix that, so like I said, we were pretty much just trying to clear coat this so it doesn't get any worse. And so that's 180. I got to finish that out in 320. And of course, anytime you move the vehicle, the door locks, so that's good safety. But we're going to spray this thing today, get her done. That spot there and this spot here, and I'll probably scuff this whole inside area and just clear the whole thing, because there's no reason to, since there's two different spots, I don't see there's any reason to try to do a burn. You know, normally I'd probably try to burn it up inside that area there to where you can never see it, but I don't know. This door being in the way, unless I take the door off, which I didn't plan on doing, I may end up having to maybe do a burn and cut it off down there somewhere. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for now. Like I said, just blocking. I need to clean it up, and I think I'm gonna go do a little bit of putty cut over top of a couple of these little spots and block those back down, and then we're gonna seal it. And then I think the sealer, you gotta wait 2 hours on this SPI. It's basically epoxy that's reduced. So, all right, guys, that's it. See ya. All right, guys, I'm had a couple little spots I wanted to fill, so I put a little glazing putty, blocking those down. You can see here, just blocking that down. Then I'm gonna 320 it all down and get ready for sealer and get ready to shoot it. I was gonna do a quick tool review for you guys. I picked these up the other day, had them sent to me, and let me just say, these things are strong. I mean, ridiculously strong. Well, there you go. I mean, that's ridiculous. Holy crap. Yeah, you won't be able to complain about that. You can see what that is. That's not even sheet metal, but that whole, I mean, that ain't coming apart. That's awesome. So, basically for, you know, welding, hold your metal in place. I had those big magnets that come across and whatever, and they work fine, but these little guys seem like they would not be in your way when you're welding as much as the other ones are, plus they're smaller. But yeah, I mean, they are ridiculously strong. Holy crap. Anyway, there you go. They send you 8 magnets with them, The only bad things I saw that the people said was the magnets are so strong, if you drop them together, it'll chip the chrome. So you got to be careful about that. So I'll probably just keep these little white deals in between them. And yeah, they're so strong that it just pops right on, you know. But yeah, there you go. So a little quick heads up on those. If anybody's interested, I got those from Eastwood. They're called stitch weld magnets, and I'm not trying to do a commercial for them, but they seem pretty cool. So I try to share, you know, any cool tools that I find with you guys. So, all right, see ya. All right, guys, here we go. So we got all this back masked. A little trick that I learned at the body shop. When you're gonna brake on a line like this, run this, you see the green tape under here? You run that tape down lower than what you want to do, and then you scuff underneath that, and then you put your tape over top of this. You can see how it's overlapping. So when I spray the first coat of clear, to keep it from bridging right there, or to keep it thin, that edge thin, as soon as I spray the first coat of clear, I'll come over here and I'll grab this and pull it off. Then when I come back for my second coat, it'll actually overlap the first coat and come down a little bit farther and make that edge thinner. So when I go ahead and sand it out to blend it, it'll disappear. You can see I've got this all back masked here. We're gonna have plastic all over. Plastic. We're painting the top. I'm gonna blend out into here, and then I'm gonna clear all of this except for the bottoms here. And then the same on the other side. We've got all this to do, and you guys seen that. I've got to blend all this in, and then I'm going all the way down the front. So just the back end of this one. So that's pretty much it for now. I'm getting ready to seal this. Basically, I'm going to reduce epoxy probably 25, maybe 50%, and we'll see what happens. And after that, we'll base it and then clear it. So I'm gonna put a big plastic condom over the car here and get this thing all ready to go. All right, see you guys. All right, there it is. We got it sealed. That's SPI epoxy reduced down about 50%. Only thing I had to seal was the roof on this, and this area here where it was primed, and then these areas here. You can see we got it all bagged up and mask off, and so we'll be painting all this, and we gotta get the paint. This sealer you got to set up for 2 hours, so we got 2 hours. So talk to you guys later.
All right, base is down. Looks pretty good to me. I don't know much about it, so it's still pretty. I blended it out through here. I just kind of whipped it out down the panel. Fix to put 2 coats of clear on it. See ya.
All right, guys, there we go. I'm pretty happy with that. It turned out really nice. I used Nason paint and Nason clear. Those are pretty low line DuPont, and don't know how much this clear will die back, but the guy, like I said, this car is covered in hail dents and all kinds of stuff. If you can see all that. So all he wanted to do was get some of that flaking stuff. And you can see we didn't fix any dents or anything like that. But yeah, no runs. Got a little bit of trash right through there, but I think we can knock that out. It didn't blend like great, but it is what it is. The paint was just not spot on. It was a little bit darker, but I think out in the sun it'll probably look fine. And this guy's tickled pink with it, so Yeah, we cleared all that, and then the whole top. See the top. Like I said, I fixed a lot of the dents in it. There's a bunch of hail dents and stuff you probably can't see now, but right around that right there was a pretty good sized dent, and he didn't want to pull all that out, so we just left it like it was. And let's see what this side. There's that side. And there's my blend. Like I said, I don't know how well that'll show on the camera, but it seemed like it had a lot of black in it, and it just didn't, I don't know, just didn't lay as good as I wanted. But I said he's tickled. Everywhere I sprayed it like regular and didn't try to actually blend it out, and I didn't use any kind of blender. I know a lot of guys use the blender stuff. Well, I never have, don't know how to use it. Sure, it's easy, but you know, everywhere that I sprayed solid turned out great. But it's just where I tried to blend it out, and you know, I literally come out and just flipped the gun out and just tried to just blend it out. And then my last coat, I put 2 coats on it, and then my very last coat I come up and went a little higher and just kind of really let everything just kind of fall where it wanted to, and it seemed to work pretty good. But like I said, the only parts where I tried to blend it, had I painted the whole car, I don't think we'd had any issues at all. But the blends on the silver, just not exactly perfect, but he's real happy with it, and it gives me a little more confidence to think I probably can paint the Camaro, since I'm painting the whole car. Like I said, blending it out, unless I had, and my boss told me at the shop, he said silver is the absolute hardest color you will ever paint, at least trying to blend and all that kind of stuff. Plus it models or tiger stripes and all that. I didn't get any tiger striping that I could see. The only modeling that I could see was where I tried to kind of blend it out, and that's really not that bad. So yeah, just a little color difference. This has got a little more black in it than the original color of the car. So, and we just went with the paint code basically, but like I said, Nason, you know, it's just a lower line, so I don't know if we'd went DuPont, maybe it matched more spot on. I don't know. This car's been wrecked and repainted before too, so you know, I don't know if we'd ever got it to match, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's going to look pretty good. I'm kind of anxious to see it out in the sun. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I said, I got 0 runs, 0 sags. It laid down pretty nice. I like the MS52 clear, I think, a little better as far as laying it down. It just seemed to lay down a little better. But you know, I got pretty good, I don't know if that'll show, but I got pretty decent peel. But like I said, who knows how much is going to die back, so that's another issue. And it's way better than the trunk. The trunk just, you know, I mean, of course that trunk's been like that for God knows how long. I mean, it could be the factory clear, I don't know. But there you go. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll put this thing back together and send it packing, and I'll get back on that Camaro. So this guy, like I said, helped me build my shop, and I told him, buddy, you got a painter for life, you got a body guy for life, because he come over here for every single day for a year, and worked his ass off all day long in the heat, and I don't know I'll ever be able to repay him for it. So anyway, all right, guys, you have a good one.